Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today in this video we're playing some Rome Total War number 2, and we are playing as Macedonia. But the interesting thing about Macedonia is, that's where Alexander the Great's from. Wow, now. But it's already past Alexander the Great's time, I'm pretty sure. Because, like, obviously you already had the Seleucid Empire and stuff come about, so yeah, it was already past the... So yeah, but today... Macedonian citizens are sitting here and saying, enough is enough. We need to rebuild our great empire. And that is exactly what we're about to do today. We're about to play a Alexander the Great run. That's probably going to be the first episode of this. Our next episode is probably us going to be kind of like, honestly, a follow-up of what would probably happen if Alexander the Great didn't die. And he would probably head west. So we're just going to kind of show that in the second episode. But I think our first thing is we're going to need to start researching military technologies and just kind of relatively getting our armies and economy up and moving. So we'll be back in just a second. And yeah, but with this, we are actually being attacked down here by the empire that we just kind of started at war with. But we are going to take this at a balanced approach and win at the empire. Which we're going to be honest... enslave these people at first, just because for now our economy is a bit weak and we just need money. So yeah, with this we meet another one of their forces and we're going to take an aggressive approach on that. Once again, enslave these people into my empire, and this is honestly driving our economy upwards to a pretty good height. And then we're going to take the last, well, their settlement, and hopefully, nope, we're not going to be able to beat them here. But we'll hold out for a little bit and encircle them as we recruit some mercenaries. So just let's go down here. Hire mercenaries. And there's not many mercenaries to hire. But then I'm going to take all these people and we're going to merge them together. Now we have a lot better chance of winning. We take this at aggressive approach like they're not expecting us to. We can eliminate them. And now this brings some strength into our empire. So yeah, hey boys, but we did join the war against Euphrates here, or whatever they're called. And it looks like they have quite a few men here. So we'll just encircle it for now and wait it out for a second until we can recruit some more men. Unless we can get mercenaries. No, we cannot. Okay. Boys, we took Larcia, because I guess some other armies moved away from here. This gives me the advantage now because that's kind of what I would need it. Was some type of victory here. Yeah, see, they left. So now I kind of protect Athens and Sparta from being invaded here as we kind of just make our way around the Mediterranean kind of type deal. Well, not really our way around the Mediterranean, more are just taking of Greece, because for one, Alexander did control all of Greece. So yeah. Boys, so we're going to war with Glatia, and very much we're probably going to win. Let's occupy this. And now that we've taken that, we're kind of starting our expansion into kind of just the Middle East. But it looks like these are the last 3 settlements. I have a force coming in just to kind of defend over here. Kind of just everything, because there are forces off onto my side, aka Trivia, which I don't really know what their intention is yet. Boys, oh boys, we are about to take our next settlement, and they don't even know what's coming. Bam. We are taking Pessinisa, whatever it's called, I don't even know. And we're just going to occupy it, because why not? At this point in time, this general is going crazy, but I need to also be kind of careful of a recession in my country. We go into politics. These guys, yeah, they're actually losing influence in the world, I guess. So yeah, boys, oh boys, we're back in it with another fight with these motherfuckers. And we're going to use the protective stance here, and we win the fucking fight. Down here at Ankara, or whatever you call this place. And we're just going to occupy this, because why not? As you can obviously see, our economy is quite a bit strong. But then again, though, this is kind of our only main force here. Actually, I guess I do also now have a main force. If my game would stop lagging. Oh my god. Oh my man. all the way down here, which is quite massive. It is a whole stack of a force. But over here, we do not have that. We just have a smaller force, so yeah. And another battle. Oh, oops. And another battle is going to probably ensue at Icona, which will result into us winning the fight. And yeah, that's like actually a major W for us. Actually, have to admit. But they at this point only have one settlement left, comparably to me having multitude, and honestly, they have like really no chance of winning this. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to send out my force today. I will not. But yeah. So my force is quite strong. Boys, we're going to war with Rhodes just to kind of take this island off their hands. But we're going to maintain a blockade upon Rhodes, and then we're going to move, I guess, this force in to attack also upon land. But it looks like they have more men than us, so we're just going to hold out the siege for now. And boys, we did just take Rhodes away from them. And let's go. But now we just need to kind of upgrade the area, so yeah. Boys, we're going to declare war on them. They got a lot of allies here. This would kind of bring me at war with multiple people. Okay, let me get a different army trained up, and then we'll do it, okay? Okay, boys, so we're going to start the war. Wearing it. Looks like they're only joined by the Seleucid Empire. Looks like nobody else really cares about the fact that I'm going to war with them. And it looks like the war's already basically done. I mean, wasn't much to it, man. Yep. And that fight's already done. Now it kind of just looks like these guys are up on my border. Let's see how they are with me. They're actually really friendly with me. Mainly because I went to war with a lot of their countries that they hate. But yeah. Hey guys, so we're just going to kind of just attack these upper parts. And just kind of take the rest of Thracia for myself. And so we're going to circle this force and try and see what's wrong. Maybe that. Nope. Okay. Well, let's just keep the encirclement and hope that forces come. But we did take Tyrus from the Seleucids. So that's kind of a W for me. And it's just going to kind of start stringing the Seleucids slowly but surely. But we're also going to go to war with the Parmanga, or however you say their name, out of hopes that we just can kind of take them on and win. But going based off the protective, we do actually win this fight and take their settlement, which is kind of a W thing. Occupy the shit. And I'm going to take out their ocean force right here. But it instead retreats. But not far enough for me. And let's just kind of do aggressive approach and sink their boats. So now we kind of own all of, what's it called? All of this here. This is all of ours now. And it's 245 BC. So we're going to take the part of the Seleucid Empire in Chochi, which is a relatively good place to take. It's another place right off the Mediterranean, and it just kind of gives us the advantage and kind of starts removing kind of a massive empire off to the side of us. The empire that one time Alexander the Great one time did own, and now Macedonia is coming to take it back for the remembrance of Alexander the Great and all of his greatness. But I have to actually personally say this right now. Us taking Parmanga up here gives us access to this, which is amazing. That's amazing. I do kind of need to fear Rome, though, because once again, Rome is kind of a very major expansionist in this game. So having them off to the sides of me could be a bit of a risk. But up here we are also just still kind of following up the war. I'm just kind of moving my forces through these people to try and get into this place, which will hopefully, yep, I'm going to be able to take it. We're going to go with a balanced approach, and we're going to take that place. Okay, but now that that has just happened, we're going to occupy it, and we are going to continue on through their country. We just took Tyros, and we're going to occupy that now. So at this point, we are kind of like in the midst of overtaking the Seleucid Empire, but they're quite big, I'm realizing. But I think we might be a little bit bigger than them. But at the same time, I can't really see what their full empire size is. Yeah. And then up here, though, we are actually for some reason they have like a massive army up here. We're training up a small army down here. We got this army here who is going to kind of move in for the encirclement of these forces as I wait for this force. And boys, we have taken Odysseus, or whatever you call it, and that's a major victory for us, because now we're just going to occupy. And that didn't destroy them? Oh, they have a ship out at sea. Actually, 2 ships out at sea. Well, it doesn't really matter to me, because we have defenses out at my sea, so yeah. And boys, we're going to try to take Palanir, or what? How do you say that? From the Seleucid Empire, and we will occupy that ship because it gives us glass now. So yeah, but honestly, it looks like the Seleucid Empire is kind of in a bad situation because it looks like they were probably at war with the Egyptians because they have Jerusalem now, but Macedonia has just kind of come in and just kind of third-partied and destroyed their empire up here. But yeah. And boys, we are going to take Jerusalem, which is going to be a major victory for us down here against the Seleucid Empire. And we're just going to occupy it and push back the Seleucids. But it does look like the Seleucids have not fully retreated, but most of them have. And it looks like for some reason, dude, I don't know why, but a lot of these nations have not like built up their places properly. But over here, we're gonna also try to take their last settlement, which would be a major victory for everybody down over here, because I think a lot of people are tired of probably fighting the Seleucids, saying that they are quite massive in the sense of like the amount they control. And let's just occupy it. And now the Seleucid Empire has fallen. And as you can obviously see, we own quite a bit of this. Wait, did it fall? Yeah, they fell. Holy shit. Okay, but now you can obviously see we control most of this. But I think we're going to take some time in order to just kind of build up our nation and kind of get a better economy going and everything else. So we'll be back in just a little bit, and it's probably going to be closer to probably about 200 BC by the time we're done with this. Actually, guys, we're going to go and declare war on Pontus to try and just kind of take their resources basically away from them. That's kind of like our whole entire idea behind this war. Because I feel like if we can take the resources, it would benefit me as we build up our, nation. So yeah. We take Sinope, which gives us the wood trade, which is quite good. But it also does now cut off Athens from the wood trade. And now they actually have to import it through me. So that gives me the advantage because guess what? It kind of just throws Athens more underneath my control. And yeah. And boys, we're going to take Samosta from the Pontus, which gives us quite another advantage because we now get more wine in our area. And it kind of just lets us, move now wine throughout the world better, I guess. And it probably makes us a bit more money. So yeah. And boys, we take Armetia, which destroys the Pontus faction and kind of just gives us the advantage on their final, the ally that joined them. So yeah. We are taking the final place, Trapuzzi, of the Trapuzzi nation. I don't know why it's called that, but yeah. And now that we've taken that, their final threat is just an army. So we'll take that out next turn. But now I'm going to actually build up our nation, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, chat. So after the time of peace, we have about $29,000. We're making a every turn and everything. So that is absurd. Ooh, Egyptians might join. They did not join. They've refused to join their allies' side. Let's go. Probably because they're getting conquered right now. Well, we're going to hold out here and probably try and get some type of force built up here. We'll be back. Dordor, or however you say that name. And into that, we win, which is a good-ass win for us. We'll occupy it. And now I'm going to basically send my next force into Hartar, or however you say that. I don't really know how to. And we're going to take this also away from them. At this point, Macedonia kind of has just been a warmongol state that has conquered a large amount of the world in the past 25 years or so. And just kind of not really been fucking around too hard with everybody. But it looks like a force has retreated away from here, so we're just going to take full advantage of that and conquer it. But we also have another force of Macedonia right here down in Jerusalem. So let's take that. And it looks like their empire is actually quite big. So we're going to just keep going through. And yeah. But we're going to take the next settlement, which is going to be quite easy for us to take. It's Hagra, or I think Hagra. And in us to take that, Macedonia has grown stronger and has kind of built up their empire bigger. Now we're going to just quickly take this place. It's not that hard to take, once again. I don't know why, but these people don't really have many, they don't really have many armies that are ready to defend, I guess. But we're going to circle these guys here because they actually have an army here. I was just talking shit how they don't have armies, and then they proceeded to have an army, so. But we're also going to now take this place, which is going to be quite easy to take. And bam. They fall down here. And to be 100% honest with you and everything, this could actually kind of force them to start this recruiting men, which would be a good thing on my part. Boys, our empire kind of looks more like this. It's kind of massive. I mean, I don't know why there's whoops. This is kind of what our empire looks like, and there's certain people to the sides of us and everything, but honestly, they're relatively getting weaker.
a lot of these countries are comparably to us just because of our size. I mean, this isn't really a one war empire, and even if I went to war with the size of this empire, it would definitely probably be a way longer war than what I would be wanting, and I would probably have to separate it into two just because I wouldn't have enough. So we are going to war with the Parthians because once again they're just like kind of like right here, and we might as well just take the resources because once again glassware is valuable and we can trade more of it, and the more we trade of it, the more value we have here. So yeah. But us taking that gives us quite a bit of advantage, and we also have another army here, so yeah. And now we're also taking Artemo, and with that kind of just kicks these guys out of kind of just out of the Middle East, I guess you can call it, and kind of now throws them down here, and we're gonna go into try to make peace with them really fast. So let's just kind of see if they would agree to a peace treaty. Yep, thank you, man. Cool. Now you can go and just do whatever you want. I don't care. But yeah. And we're going to take the next settlement from Parthia, and end up to us taking that. It's kind of a major victory. Let's occupy. And now that that's occupied, let's head quickly and utterly up to Raqqa, or however you say that, and we're going to try to take that place from Parthia, because this will throw them at a pretty weak fucking position, to be honest. So yeah. And now that those two places have fallen, it just kind of weakens up Carthaginians quite a bit in the region, and honestly makes them way less secure than what they probably wanted to be. So yeah. Okay, boys, and we're about to take the victory here, but it's gonna be at the cost of a lot of our men and just relative everything else. So yeah, but it does give us marble. It does give us marble. Definitely was worth it. Trust me, 100%. There's no regretation here. And now we're gonna go fight these guys, because why not? Why not? After all, we have to eliminate these people. After all, dude, they've been a nuisance to us, even though we just came up on their border. And you know what? We'll be nice, because I don't really want any more slaves in our faction, because I've been having like issues with possible slave revulsions. So yeah. And boys, by the way, we're at war now with Armenia, and we've just taken out their first army. So yeah. Boys, and we're taking, I don't even know how to say that. I'm not going to try to say that. But we're taking this settlement from this nation because, why not? For one, they joined up with the Carthaginians into this war. So, what do you expect from us? Not for us to invade you. We're also going to take the next settlement from Parthology, or Parthia. And from here, we're going to just kind of move up and in to just kind of secure the rest of the area. War with Garia, so out of just kind of hopes that we can conquer the rest of this part here. This is also kind of to kind of for next video also, because there might be another video to this of what if Alexander the Great didn't die right after he built his great empire, which, dude, this team is so much longer than what Alexander took. Mainly just because we are not Alexander, and we are once again human. So yeah. And boys, we gain another victory on Armenia, but by this point in time, honestly, Alexander's empire is pretty, like, honestly, I don't even know how it collapsed, because like with my amount of money I'm making, food and all, doesn't seem like much could go wrong. Take another settlement from Armenia, and I'm pretty sure that will basically collapse Armenia to the ground. Yep. And now that we've taken that, honestly, these people are kind of in the way of my supply line, but I'm not going to do anything right now to them. Saying that, I have honestly massive wars going on. Bad stuff is kind of could happen, so it's just kind of better for me just to hold off on that for now. Boys, oh boys, we have taken Garhia, or however you say that.
And into this win, this is major for us, but we have lost a great person in this fight. Actually, two great people in this fight. And this requires us now to replace them. But yeah. Also, we're quite rich. Just by the way, just quick thing I would just wanted to point out. We're quite rich. We took Nisa. So let's occupy this really fast. Imperium, let's go. And what we just upgrade this place. And yeah. In Marvi, which is a great victory for us. And gives us also more lead. So yeah. Let's occupy it. And let's continue on with this. Guys, we are going to move into a empire. Out, down, out, now. So, now what does that mean? Ooh. So I can provoke them into a I don't even know what it's called, but I'm not going to do it right now. We'll do that maybe next video for just a little bit. So yeah. Boys, we're going to war with Arctara, or however you say that. Mainly for this land right here, and just to kind of go and keep this war path going. And boys, we are taking Bam now, which is a Archia province, so yeah. We occupy it. And now I don't think they own... Oh, they still do own provinces. Oh my god. I don't know why these empires are so big over here, bro. And we're also going to take Archostina, or however you say that, into my control. And now we take Gora, which is another major victory for me because, once again, we're just kind of pushing back into more of the Indian place. But at the same time, our politics are starting to get really complex here because now we got three families in this, which we have the Jewish, the Greek, and the Indian, which it's starting to look like the Indian is actually starting to take a bit more control. And we are obviously going to lose some influence here. That's to be expected as these families come kind of in, but we do need to make sure that these guys don't take too much control because that would be bad. We're going to war with Egypt, but it looks like they actually got quite a few people here. So I'm just going to have to hold out for a little bit. But instead of taking Alexandria, we're actually just going to take Memphis, because taking Memphis gives us more of an advantage here because now we can actually build forces, replenish them, and all that other stuff, and gives us access now to the Nile. Boys, we took Hormasta, or however you say that, which is quite a good thing for us, but at the same time, we are losing on some fronts, and this is kind of becoming a bad war for us. And now we're also going to take Ferrada, or however you say that, out of hopes that this will force that force to come back. We could subjugate them, which would bring great things to us. What's this occupied, I guess? Fuck it. And now, though, we have this force back here, which will come up here to support this. So, yeah. Boys, we've just taken Alexandria from Egypt. But we did lose Jerusalem, so that's a major L. But we're going to send back a force to go and try to secure that area again, which, aka these people. But that's a major W, so yeah. And we're coming down to take Alexander Akshana, or however you say that. But yeah. At this point in time, I really think we have just gained mass amount of victory. Also, we're almost done with our campaign. We have very few places to actually go, but our country is starting to struggle more than ever because of our food supply and everything else just like that. But we are starting to just kind of get this up and done with at this point. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it is kind of getting bad for our nation. Boys, and we're taking Peru, hopefully. Yep, we did. Let's fucking go, yo. But into that, we have lost a lot also. But we are going to occupy this city. And at this point, we are actually at the bounds of Alexander the Great's empire. I mean, we only have very few settlements to conquer. We need to come back up here and conquer this, and we also just need to finish up down here with Egypt. But otherwise, we're basically done. And yeah. And boys, we take their next settlement from Egypt, which just kind of helps us. So yeah. And we're also going to take Mervia back from these guys. Hopefully this brings up our food a bit more. I don't think it is going to, though. It did actually. Oh my god. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. I'm so happy about that, actually. Actually, no. Why am I upgrading everything? I don't want to upgrade everything. I just need more food. And now we're going to take Ordia, which hopefully gives us more food for one, but it does also just give us another part of Alexander the Great's empire. So yeah. And it did actually give us more food. Let's go. And we're going to take in their Egyptian province from Egypt. So let's occupy this. And now Egypt would generally control those two here. And then I think one down here somewhere. Bakatir or whatever it's called. And let's occupy that shit. We destroyed their faction. And bam. And boys, we're actually taking the island that Cyprus owns. So this is just going to weaken Cyprus a lot more. And now Memphis falls back into my hands. Let's occupy it. And at this point, we are honestly on a warpath. And boys, we have fucking finally destroyed these guys. I don't even know. Well, wait, what? Do they own anything else? I don't think they do. No, Cyprus is done. They're legitimately just now a fleet force. So now that we've beaten Cyprus, that's amazing. These guys declared war on me for some reason, and then we just gonna need to finish up over here. But we might peace out with these people after kind of defeating them. I'm gonna try to peace out with the Egyptians, saying I don't need to go that far technically because Alexander didn't either. So there we go. And now I just need to finish up with these people. And boys, I'm just going to call that a win at this point. I'm done playing this. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!